Welcome to Homesteading with the Antrums. Hi guys, so I'm doing some repotting. I'm here in the greenhouse. It's actually really warm in here at the moment. It's probably about 27 degrees. So what I've actually brought is I brought a whole heap of these plastic cups from like a party shop, reject shop type thing. All I'm doing is just putting, so I've got a nail and I'm just putting some holes in the bottom of them. And this is what I'll do to plant out my seedlings that I've been growing in here. So I need to repot my tomatoes. So this is what I'm doing. So this is what we've got over here. So these are my tomatoes. So I need to repot them. I did that with my cherry tomatoes here. So, and what you actually do with the tomatoes is I will take these two little leaves off, and what I'm actually going to do is probably plant all of that stem and the root into the pot. I'll show you how I go. Okay, so I've got my little cups ready, 5 little cups, fill them up halfway, then I'm going to get my seedlings. I've got my little seedlings here. Now, in another story I did, I've got my trusty little my tea bag tongs, and rather than pulling, so the reason you do that is if you pull from here, you're more likely going to break stuff. So you dig it in and you pull it out, and then you get more of the roots and you less disturb them. So then what I'm going to do is, I've actually put too much in, so take a little bit less out. Oh, thank God that sun's gone away. It's really hot in here. That in there. And then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to pinch off these bottom 2 leaves. So you do like that. And then a little bit deeper. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to fill this up. As much as I can. This will just create such a better root stock on the tomatoes. It'll just make it a better solid plant. It's going to have great root system in it. That's it, ready to go. Probably put a bit more in. So another good tip with it, knowing that these are ready to go into a little bit bigger pot, you can see the roots are starting to come out. So that's definitely time that it needs something bigger to go into, because we're obviously in the greenhouse as well. These are quite stabilised, so they're not used to being out in the wind and things like that as well. So I'll give these guys probably about a week. And then I'll start what they call hardening off, and then they'll start going outside, and then they start getting used to the outside weather. So I will transplant these 3 now. So what I'll show you I'm doing, so using my tweezers, gently pulling that out, holding at the bottom. Wow. Look at all those roots. Now another really good thing that you can tell is if the roots are really white, that's actually a really good sign. So having really good white solid roots is actually a really good thing. So all I'm doing, I'm just pinching off the bottom part of those leaves, just like you would normally with your tomato plant. Pinch them off. Then I get my cup of vegetable mix down the bottom, just under here. Pour that in, give it a bit of a wiggle, shuffle around, make sure it's in the middle. If it's not in the middle, it's not drama, really. Into there. Give it a bit of a compress down, lightly, not too hard, a little bit more. Turn it around. And there we are. We are ready to water them. Give them a good water. They need a really good soak, good water, because they've just been transplanted. They've got fresh soil, so we're going to give them a really good soak. So what I've got is a solid bottom tray. Put these guys in. Nothing fancy, quite easy and simple. Get my watering can. Little trick, take the top off. Makes it a little bit easier. And look, overflow is fine. It'll settle. Give them a really good soaking. You'll be able to see it in the pot as well. So you really want to soak them enough that it starts to come out the bottom, because then you know it's all wet all the way through. And then, especially for their first one, just fill the bottom of the tray up. Put that lid back on. So then you know that they're going to get a good water. You can, I'll just use my tongs again. Make sure everything's patted down. The water would have, you know, mucked everything around a little bit. So just make sure there's no big holes or anything around. That'll drain. The water should drain pretty well. Ready to go on the shelf. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out our other videos and click that like and subscribe button.